let's say you have bad credit, and let's say you have no job, right? But you are looking for a credit card. What kind of credit cards can you actually get this year? This is what this video is all about. And I want to first talk about the most desirable credit cards, and then I'll speak about the less desirable but decent credit cards, okay? So let me first talk about the most desirable credit cards. First, you have the Credit One Bank Platinum Visa for rebuilding credit. This is an unsecured credit card, so you don't have to put up any deposit to actually get a card. Okay, it is not a secured card. It is an unsecured credit card. So Credit One Bank Platinum Visa for rebuilding credit. So basically, this card is actually great because not only are you building credit, but you're also getting rewards. So in terms of rewards, you have 1% cashback rewards on eligible gas, groceries, mobile, internet, cable, and satellite TV services. So that's kind of cool from a flexibility point of view. There is no welcome bonus, but hey, listen, that's fine anyway. At least you have a credit card. You have no job. You have a bad credit. You have somebody who's willing to work with you to give you a credit card. But this card does have an annual fee. So you have you will pay $75 the first year, then $99 annually, billed at $8.25 per month. Now you might be thinking, wow, they're charging me for a credit card. Well, that's because you have bad credit and you have no job, and they are doing you a service, quote unquote service, to actually help you build or rebuild your credit, and they're charging you for that. So what you want to do is you want to use this card for 1 or 2 years. And once your FICO score goes up, you just cancel the card or you just put it on pause, okay? And the regular APR for this card is actually around 28.99%. So kind of high too, but hey, listen, it is what it is. There is no balance transfer fee, but in terms of foreign transaction fee, they're charging you $1 or 3%, whichever is greater, okay? So in terms of pros and cons, the pros, you have regular reviews for credit line increases, and you have cash back for common expenses. On the flip side, there is an annual fee and there is no welcome bonuses. There's no welcome bonus. So another desirable credit cards if you have no job and you have bad credit, and this is the Pedal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa credit card. This is a very fantastic credit card. I love it personally, okay? Why? Because first of all, you have 1% cashback on eligible purchases right away, and up to a 1.5% cashback on eligible purchases after making 12 on-time monthly payments. You also have a 2% to 10% cashback at select merchants. So Pedal 2 has pre-negotiated agreements with some merchants, and they are willing to give you a 2% to 10% if you shop at those merchants. By the way, the Pedal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa credit cards is also unsecured, so you don't have to really put a deposit to actually qualify for this credit card. Okay, so the card has no welcome bonus. That's okay anyway. Annual fee, no annual fee. So unlike the other card that's charging you an annual fee, this card is not charging you an annual fee. But there is no intro APR either. Excuse me, there's no intro APR. The regular APR is kind of high though. You're looking at 28% to 31%. That's kind of high. There is no foreign transaction fee, but there is no balance transfer fee either. Okay, in terms of credit score needed, they actually take all kinds of credits from bad credit all the way to excellent credit. Okay. So what are the pros and cons here? This card is actually it doesn't require credit history, so no credit history required. So if you do have a credit history, that does factor into the credit decision. But if you don't have one, if you don't have credit history, that's fine too. This card has no fees, so that's really good. And also you have generous cashback rewards of up to 1.5% cashback on eligible purchases after making 12 on-time monthly payments. On the flip side, you have no special financing offers. You also have no welcome bonus. So something to really think about. No welcome bonus, especially if you are trying to really get a welcome bonus, don't go with this card. So I just explained to you the top two most desirable credit cards to really focus on if you have no job and you have bad credit, right? Now I want to talk about the less desirable but decent credit cards. Why are they less desirable? It's because they're charging you like crazy in terms of fees. But again, they will help you increase your credit score, but they will charge you a lot. Okay, they will charge like crazy. First of all, you have the Capital One Platinum Secured Credit Card. Now, the Capital One credit card doesn't charge you any fees, okay? But again, this is a secured credit card, so there is you have to put up a deposit for you to qualify for this card. But the card has no annual or hidden fees, okay? You can see if you are approved in seconds, and basically the APR is kind of high too, 29.74%. That's the first card. Second card, I want you to think about Destiny MasterCard. Here you have $700 credit limits. You have greater access to credit than before, $700. You have an unsecured credit card, no security deposit required. And but this card actually will give you an APR that goes all the way to 35.99%. Okay, and the card actually might charge you an annual fee depending on your city and state. You also have a Fortiva MasterCard credit card. This is a third credit card that can really work with you if you have no job and you have also bad credit. So this card allows you to earn cashback rewards on all eligible purchases. So 3% on gas, groceries, and utilities, and 1% on all other eligible purchases. Okay, that's really cool. And you have up to 1,000 credit limit subject to credit approval. There is no security deposit, right? So this is an unsecured credit card. And you can also pre-qualify without affecting your credit. That's really good. And but this card actually has what I don't like, which is an annual fee, okay, that goes from $85 to $175 the first year, and then it becomes $229 the subsequent year. So that's kind of high, really. If you were to ask me, that's really, really high. So next, I want you to think about Premier Bank Card, MasterCard credit card. So if you have no job and you are really you have bad credit and you're looking for a credit card, think about the Premier Bank Card. As long as you're willing to stomach the fees, okay. This card is great for building or rebuilding credit, okay. And when you need it, if you do qualify for a credit limit increase after 12 months of consistent, responsible account management. Okay, that's kind of cool. And this credit card will report your data to the 3 credit bureaus. Okay, and they charge an APR around 35%, and they also charge you annual fees. Okay, you also have the Aspire cashback reward, the Aspire cashback rewards credit card. So this card allows you to earn cashback rewards on all eligible purchases. So I'm speaking about 3% on gas, groceries, and utilities, and 1% on all other eligible purchases. That's kind of cool. And you can earn up to $1,000 in terms of credit limits, okay? There's no security deposit. So this card is kind of similar to the others in the sense that basically it's an unsecured credit card, okay? But they're charging you like crazy also. You have the same strategy, like you are paying like 36% fixed APR, and you're paying an annual fee that goes from $85 to $225. Okay. Next, you also have a card that I want to share with you, and that's called the Pay credit card. And so this card is actually this credit card is powered by your paycheck. You can set up direct deposit payments and access up to $1,500 credit line with no hard credit check, no security deposit, and no annual fee. That's kind of cool. You have an easy, risk-free application with instant decision. So you can see if you are approved with no impact to your credit score. So that's really good. And also, you are able to, so in addition to the Pay credit card, You can unlock up to $1,000 spending limit to shop top brands in the per-pay marketplace. You can make interest-free interest-free installment payments with your paycheck. You can also earn unlimited 2% rewards on every payment. That's kind of cool. And this card actually will charge you an APR that goes from 20.99% plus prime rate. So you're looking at 23% to 25%. But the cool thing about this card is that it is unsecured. That's really good because basically you can use the per pay credit card as soon as you receive it and keep your cash on hand when you need it. Next, I want you to think about the Milestone MasterCard. So if you are looking for a no job, bad credit credit card, think about the Milestone MasterCard. But the maximum here is $700. It's a really it's a bummer. But hey, listen, at least you have something, right? So there's no security deposit required, and your account history is reported to the 3 major credit bureaus, and you have 24/7 access to your account information. But they're charging you an annual fee anyway, okay? So that's really something to really remember. And this card is great for you if you have bad credit or no credit. You also have the Premier Bank Card Gray Credit Card. This is a card that you can use to do a lot of things. You can pre-qualify with no impact to your credit score, and this card actually helps people build credit. They're charging you also an annual fee, okay? But this card, the cool thing about the Premier Bank Card is that you are able to get things done in a specific manner. If you want to really grow your credit score, if you want to boost your credit score faster. Next, you have the One Main Financial Brightway card. This is a card that allows you to see if you are pre-qualified with no impact to your credit score. Okay, you can qualify for rewards like a credit limit increase in 6 months. All the other credit cards were actually evaluating you for 12 months, but the One Main Financial Brightway card is actually doing it for 6 months. So that's kind of cool because it gives you a lot of flexibility. Next, you have the Premier Bank Card MasterCard Credit Card. Okay, this is a card that allows you. Again, I'm still talking to you about the no job personal credit cards for bad credit. Okay, and so this card, a Premier Bank Card MasterCard Credit Card, allows you to pre-qualify with no impact to your credit score, and you are also able to start building credit by keeping your balance low and paying all your bills on time every single month. Okay, that's kind of cool. And this Premier Bank Card does have an app that helps you keep track of your spending and payments for greater financial control. So that's kind of cool. And they also have great customer service to kind of help you out. So that's really good. You have to pay an APR that goes as high as 36%, but also you have to really pay an annual fee also. You also have the Fit Platinum MasterCard. So this Fit Platinum MasterCard does have a credit limit that's lower. So you are looking at $400. Okay, so if you have less than perfect credit, you have to really think about how much you want to spend. Okay, and but here, it is still interesting anyway. You have a regular APR of 35.90%. There is actually an annual fee that's lower than the others in the sense that they're charging you a $99 introductory fee for the first year, then $125 thereafter. So that's something to really think about. Another credit card I want you to really think about this year, if you have bad credit, no job, and you want a credit card, you want to think about the First Progress Platinum Prestige MasterCard. You are able to earn 1% cashback rewards with First Progress Prestige. And you can also apply now and fund your security deposit over 90 days with the option to make partial payments. So here you have a secured credit card, and that's kind of cool. And you are able to actually get a regular APR of 14.24%. There is an annual fee of $49. So you can see the annual fee is not really as high as the others. That's just because this card is secured, okay, as opposed to the others, which were actually unsecured. You also have the Reflex Platinum MasterCard. So here you have an unsecured credit card, which is really great for you if you have a no job or you're looking for a bad credit card. So here you have up to $1,000 in initial credit limits, and you can actually see if you pre-qualify with no impact to your credit score. So that's really good in terms of possibilities. And so the Reflex Platinum MasterCard is great for you to if you want to rebuild your credit, okay. And it is unsecured, so you have nothing to pay, okay. And so that's kind of cool. The this card does have fees, annual fees that go from $75 to $125, and the APR is around 35.90%. So they're not giving you a low APR. They're giving a very high APR, and this is actually the maximum legally allowed APR. So it is what it is. You also have the First Progress Platinum Select MasterCard secured credit card. So this is a card that's secured, so the fees are relatively lower. For instance, they're charging you a $39 fee, and the APR is 18.24%, which is really good, okay. And so you are able to get a First Progress Select card and earn a 1% cashback rewards starting today, actually. And in terms of the deposit, because this is a secured credit card, the deposit you can actually make can go from $200 all the way to $2,000. So that's the deposit. And once you do this, you can really start having a credit card, and later on they can upgrade you to an unsecured credit card, and you can increase actually your limit to $5,000 over time. And that $5,000 at that time will be unsecured, by the way. And you can also choose the First Progress Select card for a lower annual fee. That's kind of cool. And that's what I love about this First Progress Platinum Select MasterCard is that they are very, very quote unquote religious when it comes to reporting your data every single month. And they will even give you some tips. If you sign up for their emails, they'll send you occasional emails to help you increase your FICO score. So that's kind of cool. Like they will give you advice on, they'll give you some tips on personal finance, and those tips are very customized depending on the state or city where you are at. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. Okay, so I really love this a lot, especially when it comes to the tips they are given to card holders. So the takeaway in today's conversation, I spoke to you about credit cards you want to go for if you have no job and bad credit. I gave you the most desirable credit cards and then the less desirable but decent credit cards. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.